What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including: has Cody Rhodes really re-signed with WWE? Huge names have left AEW. Is Sasha Banks returning to WWE a done deal? A wrestling legend will never wrestle again? A WWE star set for a major storyline, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, Wrestlelamia.com. And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at: has Cody Rhodes really re-signed with WWE? And top story today takes a look at the latest news regarding Cody Rhodes staying in WWE. This weekend, it was reported by Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer that WWE had re-signed Cody Rhodes to a new deal. Cody Rhodes will be in WWE for a while longer, as he signed a new contract with the company in October, according to our Dave Meltzer. This news comes on the heels of a Fightful report that WWE was looking to sign Rhodes to a new deal imminently, as it was a priority for TKO leadership. The length and financial terms of the new contract is unknown, but Meltzer said it was a similar timing situation to Charlotte Flair, where it was learned this month she signed a new contract months prior. But in a slightly contradictory report, Fightful Select is reporting that Rhodes didn't in fact re-sign with WWE back in October. However, he is expected to re-sign in the near future. A Fightful reported on Friday that WWE was looking to imminently re-sign him. This weekend, Wrestling Observer reported that a deal was signed in October, but sources close to Cody himself said that there was some confusion on that front. Their claim is that the approach and initial offer from WWE was made in October, but no deal was signed at that point. One is expected to be signed and an agreement is in place, we're told. There were several wrestlers who were also under the impression that Rhodes had re-signed or was going to imminently. A re-signing Rhodes will no doubt be one of the WWE's top priorities as we head into 2024. Rhodes has virtually ascended to become the face of the company over the past year, and he's firmly expected by many fans to be crowned as the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion at Wrestlemania 40. Next up, big names leave AEW. There's two significant names within AEW who are expected to leave the company. Raphael Morphy, who serves as the Vice President of Live Events and Touring, will be exiting the company as per a new report from Fightful Select. A major name within All Elite Wrestling is expected to leave the company. Word has made its way around the industry that longtime AEW employee Raphael Morphy will be finishing up with the company at the end of the year. Morphy has served as Vice President of Live Events and Touring. Morphy has teased new opportunities of late and is expected to be pursuing other interests in 2024. Though the news was discussed within the industry, it didn't seem to make its way around backstage at AEW tapings in recent weeks. Morphy has worked for both WWE and TNA Wrestling in the past, where he served as Senior Director of Live Events for the latter. He also worked for the New York Cosmos soccer team. Fightful Select has also reported that another key name is leaving the company. Fightful Select and Raj Giri have also learned that as of now, Chief Marketing and Merchandise Officer Dana Macy is set to finish up with AEW. She's been there since the start and is married to Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks. It's unclear why exactly all these prominent names are departing the company, but if more information surfaces, we'll always keep you posted. Next up, WWE Crown Match of the Year. The WWE's tournament to crown the 2023 Match of the Year has officially come to a close. WWE fans via YouTube have voted in the tournament all week, and the final came down to Roman Reigns vs Cody Rhodes at Wrestlemania 39 and Cody Rhodes vs Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Reigns vs Rhodes won the vote by a considerable margin and is now officially known as the WWE's Match of the Year of 2023. Do you guys agree with this? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, is Sasha Banks returning to WWE a done deal? For the past month or so, there's been rumblings that Mercedes Money, aka Sasha Banks, may be returning to WWE. These rumors have escalated thanks to recent comments from NXT commentator Booker T. On the latest edition of his Hall of Fame podcast, the Hall of Famer declared that he believes that the former multi-time women's champion returning is a done deal, and Banks will be back in 2024. I'm not a huge New Japan Pro Wrestling viewer. I'm not going to say I'm a fan because I've seen stuff that I do like, and I try to check out the Wrestle Kingdoms every year around this time of the year, but yeah, it seems like it's too long. It seems like she's been gone too long. I hope she comes back, man. You can think about all the badass matches that we can see again, and it's not like she was gone that long. I mean, it was been a year or so, a year and a half or something like that, and you never know. And the thing is, obviously there's a new regime in town. There's a different way of thinking in town. Maybe some of the issues that she was not too pleased with before are no longer a factor. It says on his shirt, "Hell froze over and CM Punk came back after 10 years. You know what I mean? There's a lane for Sasha Banks to stash Mercedes money, and I'm making a prediction. I'm calling it. She's back in 2024. In WWE, it's a done deal in my mind. If Banks does indeed return to WWE, it'll be interesting to see how the WWE re-debut her. The most logical place would be at the Royal Rumble next month, as Banks being a surprise entrant in the match would be a surefire way to generate buzz, and she will no doubt receive one of the biggest ovations of the entire show. Next up, wrestling legend will never wrestle again. One of AEW's most controversial signings in 2023 was the signing of Ric Flair. Fans were quick to question why Tony Khan would sign Flair to a contract, and it later surfaced that Flair coming into the company was linked with a sponsorship deal AEW had with Flair's energy drink. When Flair signed with AEW, he embarked on several interviews with media outlets, and during these various interviews, the Hall of Famer heavily hinted that he was going to wrestle again. Thankfully, in Flair's latest interview with the Wrestling Classic, the Nature Boy has confirmed he has no plans on wrestling ever again. "I like working, period. I've known Tony Khan for a long time. We've been great friends, and the opportunity just presented itself, probably because of Sting. But I'll be there, a couple of years after Sting is gone too, so I don't know what it leads to. I like to manage my son-in-law Andrade, and I want to be a heel again somewhere. My health is good. I've been cleared. I can get in the ring. I'm not going to wrestle. Let's clarify that. Got that subject worn out. But I just really enjoy it. Tony is a great guy, and it's a great atmosphere, and when I walked into the restroom for the first time, I didn't realize how many guys from the WWE are over there. They've got a tremendous crew and Edge coming over." Do you think Flair staying retired is the right move? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, does AEW have the next Randy Orton? Speaking of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, also during his interview with the Wrestling Classic, Flair discussed AEW World Champion MJF. Flair had nothing but praise for the talented star, and in a huge compliment, Flair outright stated that MJF could be the next Randy Orton. Well, number one, I think he's MJF actually. He comes across as confident in real life as he comes across with his confidence in the ring, and he's got a good interview. He's got a great look, he worked hard, I think he's got the confidence in real life that he portrays on television, and I think the future is unlimited for him, and he's really good. He could be the next Randy Orton. That's about as high a praise as I can give him. This is a bold yet flattering comparison, and this will no doubt lead to extensive discourse across social media platforms in the coming days. Flair worked closely with Orton during Orton's early days in WWE, as the two made up of 50% of the iconic Evolution stable, so if anyone could compare a wrestler to the legendary Orton, it's certainly Ric Flair. And finally, a WWE star set for a major storyline? Our final story today examines a recent report related to former WWE Women's Champion Liv Morgan. Despite Morgan's recent arrest, it was reported last week that this won't affect her positive standing within the company. Additionally, a new report in the Wrestling Observer newsletter indicates that Morgan is set for a major storyline. Morgan has been out of action with a shoulder injury but was scheduled to be returning soon. The belief within the company is that this will not affect her standing, and her return will take place as scheduled, as she was scheduled to be in a major storyline upon her return. Fans are already speculating that this major storyline is inked to a potential Royal Rumble win. Morgan challenging her former teammate Rhea Ripley would make a ton of sense, yet it does seem based on reports, as well as WWE's direction on TV, that Ripley vs Becky Lynch is the plan for WrestleMania 40 in April. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.